Hello, and welcome to a brief discussion on growth mindset, an empowering tool for improving mental health. I'm Christina Pei with USU Extension, and my colleague is with me, Andrea Schmutz, who's also a USU Extension assistant professor.
Hi, we're glad that you're here. Sometimes life throws us unexpected challenges, and other times we see the challenges coming, but we're not sure how to gear up to handle them when they hit. Whether we're taken by surprise or we know those challenges are coming, research shows that developing a growth mindset may help prepare us to face these challenges more positively. We want to find out where you guys are on the mindset spectrum. So if you could take this short quiz, tally up your score. Notice that the values do change from line to line. So write down your score, tally it up, and then start the video again so that we can continue our discussion about growth mindset.
Okay, hopefully you have your score in front of you. Take a look at the screen and see where you fall on the mindset spectrum. Are you surprised? Are you where you would like to be? Do you wonder what all of this is even about? You know where we are on the mindset spectrum. We might ask, what exactly is a growth or a fixed mindset? Mindset is defined as the established set of attitudes held by someone. A fixed mindset believes that talents, abilities, and qualities are carved in stone and cannot change. Carol Dweck, author of the book Mindset, said, in a growth mindset, people believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Brains and talent are just the starting point. This view creates a love of learning and a resilience that is essential for great accomplishments.
If you find yourself in the fixed mindset category, don't worry because you can change through a process called reframing. Reframing is a way of changing the way you look at something, thus changing your experience. Studies have shown that when a person shifts from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, the result is often increased motivation and achievement. But first, we need to be aware of some of our thoughts that might fall into the fixed mindset category. And once we're aware, we can put on our growth mindset lenses and start to shift our views. Let's take a look at some of those characteristics of both a fixed and growth mindset. When it comes to challenges, a fixed mindset would avoid challenges while a growth mindset would embrace those challenges. How about failure? Are you afraid of failure? A person with a growth mindset doesn't see themselves as failing, but views the experience as a learning opportunity. A fixed mindset person is afraid to try new things. Winston Churchill said, success is going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. That's a growth mindset if I've ever heard one.
What about effort? A fixed mindset sees effort as fruitless, whereas a growth mindset sees effort as the path to mastery. Debbie Millman said, if you imagine less, less will be what you undoubtedly deserve. Success from the view of a fixed mindset would fit within those who imagine less. Ms. Millman continues, do what you love and don't stop until you get what you love. Work as hard as you can, imagine immensities. A growth mindset would embrace this way of thought. They believe that hard work and effort drive success. If Thomas Edison had believed that he did not have the ability within himself to create a light bulb, we may all still be in the dark. 1,000 mistakes later, Edison did succeed. Thank goodness.
What happens when you receive feedback or criticism? Do you think of it as a personal attack? A growth mindset would seriously consider the feedback, evaluate it, and seek more information, and then come up with a solution to improve and do your best. Fixed mindset operates out of fear, and a growth mindset asks, what can I do to improve?
Let's look at the success of others. Do you feel threatened by the success of others? Does the success of others leave you feeling inferior, threatened, or envious? Are you intimidated by successful projects, thinking that you could never do the same? This is fear talking, and as we just learned, fear is part of a fixed mindset. A growth mindset will encourage us to be inspired by others and will allow us to seek out those we see as successful and learn from them.
So now what? Now that we understand about mindset, we live in a rapidly changing world with new challenges popping up frequently. We can respond with a fixed mindset and say, oh, well, that's the way it is. Or we can adopt a growth mindset and welcome those challenges as opportunities and new possibilities to innovate and even collaborate with other people.
Researchers are learning more about the positive effects of growth mindset on mental health, both in youth and adults. They have found that growth mindset boosts neuroplasticity in the brain, creating new connections and improving cognitive abilities and memory. It also shows that those that practice growth mindset can have better academic outcomes for students.
People with a growth mindset tend to have lower levels of stress, and it also helps reduce burnout. Also, there's fewer psychological problems such as anxiety and depression.
Those that practice growth mindset actively take control of their own health. And among youth, there are fewer behavioral problems.
With a growth mindset, you're more able to change, deepen, and grow relationships. You can even increase your lifespan. And then also another benefit is that you feel physically, emotionally, and mentally stronger.
We have one more thing we'd like for you to consider. Changing our mindset takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, yet it is possible. Let's watch this little video by Carol Dweck, who is the author of Mindset, as she shares with us the power of yet.
I have fallen in love with a new word, and we're doing research on it. That word is yet. So if a child says, I'm not good at math yet. I tried X and I couldn't do it yet. And what that says is that this is a skill that's acquired over time. It's not something you're good at or you're bad at. There's a learning curve, and you're on that learning curve. And when I say to you, yet, it means get back on that learning curve. So one of the worst things in society today is that some kids wear this almost badge of honor. I'm not a math person. And you have to say yet, because everyone can learn math. Everyone can get better at it. They just have to get in there and keep trying.
Okay, so sometimes we need little reminders, even when we do have a growth mindset. And so we have these growth mindset affirmations. You can pause the video, jot them down, put them on little cards and put them at your desk or on the table at home or on the mirror, and just read through them each day, or pick one to read and remind yourself that you too can develop a growth mindset. And as Carol Dweck said, you might not be there yet, but you can get there. So just keep trying.
Thanks again for joining us. Take a moment and scan this QR code and let us know what you thought of our presentation. Your comments help us to learn what we can do better. And feel free to reach out to us if you would like to learn more about growth mindset. We wish you the best on your path to a growth mindset.